Hi everyone, welcome back to our Geneva Healthcare channel. Today I would be showing you a few techniques to do chair yoga. This is especially good for people who have back pain or leg pain or who can't do extensive yoga because of their health issues. Yoga has a lot of benefits. A lot of it is primarily based in deep breathing and a lot of stretching. So, with chair yoga, you can do it sitting in a safe space. So, let's get started. First of all, I would like to let you know, make sure when you do yoga, you're in a safe space and that you're wearing comfortable clothing. Don't wear too tight or too loose so that when you stretch, your clothes are tearing or it gives you rashes or frictional burns. Make sure you're wearing something very comfortable and something probably cotton that makes your skin breathe, because yoga might be all stretching, but it does sometimes make you sweat. So, first of all, I'd like to show you what kind of chair would be best for a chair yoga. Here I have a chair from my dining room. The best kind of chair would be something with a nice sturdy back, preferably no sides. But if there are sides, you can probably do some of the steps, but there are a few formations in which you have to stretch a lot, so the side ones probably wouldn't help. So try and go for a chair that doesn't have sides, strong back. Another thing I have to show you, when you do sit for chair yoga, make sure you are not sitting like this or like this. Make sure that your back is completely aligned with the chair. It really helps with your core structure, and it also helps with making sure that you don't pull an additional muscle or you don't put too much weight on a place in the back where there shouldn't be that much weight. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, as a rule of any exercise that we do, we're going to start a chair yoga with a few warm up exercises. The first one I'm going to do is just a simple stretch of the upper body. We're going to move our neck to one side and raise our hand on the other side. So, we move our neck to one side. Same hand side, we're going to place it on the head. Very gently give it a little more push and then stretch it on the other side. Come back and then do the same for the other side and stretch. Best thing to do is count to probably 5. That much stretch is enough. Make sure you're not pushing it too much. So if you're feeling the strain, let go a little. And then last one. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is we're gonna open and close our chest. The reason I'm looking down there because I have notes because I forget. So I'm gonna do chest open and close. So you gotta open your chest and close. Open and close. When you do this, breathe in, and when you're closing, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Next, we're going to do a little bit of our legs. So we're going to stretch your legs straight. Make sure your back is aligned with the back of the chair. Stretch your legs straight and then straighten it and then forward and then straighten it and then forward. When we do this, the lower calf muscles get worked at, you'll feel a strain, and when we do this, the upper muscles get stretched a little. A lot of stretching is important so you don't snap something or you don't injure a muscle. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move our sides. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure you hold on to the chair and go sideways. And then we will get a hold of the back and then stretch like this. Same thing we'll do on the opposite side. Get a hold of the chair, go sideways. And then get a hold of the chair and twist. I would probably recommend doing this at least 4 times so your body is nice and stretched. The next one is called the rag doll. Pretty easy. Just try and fall down like a rag doll, and then most important thing in yoga is you have to keep breathing. Every step you do, there's two. When you start the step and when you finish it. When you start, you breathe in. When you finish, you breathe out. And we're just gonna shake so everything's open. All of the warm ups, try and do them for at least 4 times. I'm doing less because I'm going to show you a few other exercises as well. So, starting with the first one, this one is called the warrior pose. So, in this, you're gonna come at the edge of the chair. Make sure not to fall off. You're gonna open your legs just so that your feet are pointing outwards, and you're gonna be on the edge of your chair. So, in this, we're gonna extend our arms, stretch them as much as possible, and when you're bringing them down, you're going to give your legs a stretch, all right? This is called the goddess pose. If you're standing, you can do it without the chair as well if you want to make it harder for yourself. But this is how you can do it safely when you're starting and then move on to doing it without the chair, which is much, much harder. So when we go up, we breathe in. And when you come down, you breathe out and give your legs a stretch. And again. Do this for, I would say, 4 to 6 times. It's a good stretch for your legs, for your arms, and you would also feel it on your back. The next thing we do in this pose is you're going to place both your arms on your knees. So, whatever side you want to go first, you will place them inside, the other on top, and then you will make sure your shoulder falls, and give with this arm, give it a little push to this leg. And then come straight, and then do the other one. Make sure the opposite hand is straight when you're giving a push. You will feel it on the inner side of your leg. And this side. And the other. The next one we're going to do is called uh, the warrior pose. For this, be very careful when you do this. Sorry. You're going to sit on one end of the chair. The best way to do this would be sit on one end of the chair, don't fall off. Place your leg under it so it forms like a good edge and a barrier so you don't fall. And then slide yourself back so your leg is stretched back. Once you've done this, adjust your leg, adjust yourself so you're not hurting yourself over here. This is called the warrior pose. So this is how they used to wield a battle axe or a battle swords. That's why this is called a warrior pose. We're going to do two in this warrior pose. The first one is straight warrior, and then when you do this, stretch as much as you can and hold it for about 5 seconds, breathing in and out. And then you go to the next step, which is called the reverse warrior. Put this hand down and this hand up. And then you come back to the original position. And then go back up again. Once you've done this about 2 to 4 times, You can switch to the other side. Make sure that you don't fall off. And then you stretch again. Again, the same thing. Stretch and up. Make sure all the time you're doing this that not a lot of pressure is on this leg, but this leg gets stretched. That's why you got to do it both sides. Although you're also stretching this leg has the main stretching on it. So when you do this and this, a lot of this and this side is also stretched. So yes, like you guys said, is mainly stretching and breathing. So that was two of the exercises you can do in a warrior pose. The next one I call the side lunge. This is like doing lunges but sideways. Again, making sure you're safe. Move yourself to one side. Hold on to the back of the chair because you're going to come right on edge. It's very important to hold to the chair. Otherwise, you're going to tip over. So once you get here, you're going to put one leg in a lunge pose. You don't need to make sure that the leg touches the ground, but if you try to do that, you will definitely tip. So don't try to make your leg touch the floor. This should not happen. Your feet should be flat on the ground. The foot that is on the chair should always be flat on the ground. That's how you know that you're in the correct position. This one doesn't really matter that much if it's lifted like this. This should be stable because that is our anchor. So this should be stable. Once you're here, you make an L, like an L with this, and you're going to go up, breathe in, and come down, breathe out. This is one exercise you can do in the lunge pose. The other one you can do is hold on to both of these, make your legs straight, and then go down again. Stretch it backwards, go straight, stretch it again. When you stretch, you feel a strain here as well, and of course the strain here, and a lot on your sides. Now that we have done it that side, make sure you move safely to the other side. Make sure your feet is flat on the floor. Get a hold of the chair. Come to the edge. Put it down. Make sure you're stable before you start your exercise. And then again we make that L and we go up. When we do this, we don't only make the arm touch the waist, but we also try and push the waist upwards. And then we do the other one. Hold on to the chair very nicely. Don't try and force yourself to push as much as possible. Do as much as you're comfortable with. Because the thing with yoga is that when you do yoga, your range increases if you do it regularly. So if you try and stretch it the first time, you're probably going to injure yourself. So even if you start small, that's a good sign because eventually you're going to increase your flexibility and your rhythm anyways. So these are the three poses and the six exercises you can do in those poses while you're on a chair. So now that once you've done those exercises, I've only done a small part because I'm trying to fit it in a video. But I would recommend doing all of these exercises probably twice. So you do counts of four each side and then you repeat the cycle of counts of four on each side. Once you've completed your workout, if you wish to do this one, we can do a few cool down exercises. So for the cool down exercises, because we were doing a lot of legs, so we're going to start with the legs. The first thing we're going to do is pull our knee upwards. Make sure again that your back is aligned with the back of the chair, so you have support. Now you don't need to pull it all the way upwards. If you can, well and good. If you can't, you can keep it here. The point is to stretch. When you do this, stretch your back backwards. Don't make a U. Just stretch it a little, pushing the knee in the front. If you have it here, you can do that too. And then you do the other one. And again in this one. Again, I would say 4 counts for each leg, so that's a total of 8 counts. This one, I'm only doing 4 because I have to show the other exercises. Okay. Next thing you can do with this leg, again back aligned with the chair, is pick it up and keep it on your knee and push it. Make sure your ankle is supported by your leg, it's not hanging in the air. And then you push it, give it a nice stretch along the leg, and then you do the same to the other side. Counts of 4 should suffice, 4 on each side, so that's a total of 8 counts. Do not forget to breathe. Breathing is essential because it makes the fatigue you get with this more more sustainable. The exercise is more sustainable for longer, and the better you breathe, the more oxygen you're getting in. So it helps you do the workout, whether it's aerobic or yoga or anything else. Breathing is very essential. Deep breaths, preferable. And the next one you're going to do is you're gonna do a cross leg. Cross your leg to the other side and then twist to the other side. Don't twist too much, twist just as much as you can. If this is all you can twist, well and good. Don't push yourself too much. If you do this regularly, you'll eventually be able to twist yourself all the way. And again. And then this side. I would recommend holding it for 2 seconds and breathing in. Gives you time to breathe in and actively involves breathing in your workout. And so next one we're going to do is you're going to come on the edge, stretch your legs, stretch your arms, and give everything a very good stretch. If you can't come on the edge, that's fine as well. You can stay at the back and give as much stretch as you can, supporting your back. And then go sideways and the other side. Okay. All right, everyone. Hope that was helpful for you guys and that you would be happy to inculcate a little bit of chair yoga in your daily workout if you can't do the normal yoga on a daily basis. This one hardly takes about roughly 40 minutes if you do it properly. This video is probably about 20-25 minutes because I was trying to go through to show you what you can do on the chair yoga. But if you do it properly, I would recommend doing 8 counts of each exercise. It would take you probably about 40 odd minutes, and that is good exercise for the day, and you can do it sitting on a chair, probably watching TV or something else. So give it a try and let me know how it goes, and let me know if you'd like me to show you a little more of these exercises. Stay safe, everyone.